most fatal procedure in plastic surgery, the BBL.
Why? What? You're tucking your waist in to make your hips bigger?
Well, it's the buttock part. So you take liposuction from one part of the abdomen, or the one part of the body, you clean it up, and you inject it into the buttock. Here's the problem. There's little short blood vessels in the buttock that are kind of wide but short. They lead directly to the main vein that leads back to your heart. Remember, it's done blindly. So if you inject fat into one of those veins, and it gets into the vena cava, the main vein going to your heart, and it goes to your right heart to your lungs, dead.
What?
Happens all the time.
Who would have thought a vein in your butt will give you a heart attack?
A fat embolus, it's called. By the way, Google, look online how many celebrities have died this way.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It just happened 2 weeks ago again.
What a way to go out. Just because I wanted to look a little better and not work out, I died.
It's more of because everybody else is doing this. Now I'm doing this because it's in fashion.
Yeah.
And you died.
My darling Fumi Nation, how are you? How are we? Welcome to spring. I'm so happy officially we're in spring. I felt as if the winter months were a little too long. It was a little bit too nippy and cold here in London, so I'm happy that we're in spring. Needless to say, every once in a while I like to do an episode upon request from Fumi Nation sisters and Fumi Nation family members, and so we have this wonderful letter from one of our Fumi Nation sisters, and her name is Betty Van Droopy, and then this is the message that she has for us. Dear Fumi, I greatly appreciate your insightful teachings on marriage and young people, particularly concerning young women. I recently came across the story of Elena Jessica, though I am unsure of her full name, whose experience with a Brazilian butt lift went tragically wrong during surgery, an incident that was widely circulated on social media. I would like to request that you address the issue of BBL procedures, particularly the increasing number of young people, especially Nigerians, engaging in these surgeries. Many individuals document the procedures on social media, portraying them as a positive experience without highlighting the risks involved or the alarming mortality rate among young women. Please consider using your platform to raise awareness about the dangers of BBL surgeries and the motivations behind them, such as the desire to attract wealthy partners. I am 58 years old and I have daughters ages 31, 25, and 22. One of my daughters introduced me to your work at an African function fair last year. If you have previously covered the topic, I kindly ask you that you revisit it, as the trend is contributing to the loss of young lives in Nigeria. My God. All right, so that was that. And then there was a comment under this, which I also want to read, and then we'll get into it. Beauty and image have become currency. Beauty and image have become currency. Young women who have tried the traditional route are getting impatient. They cannot grasp that time equals success. The easiest way to the top is a partner who's already there. Translation: already successful. The BBLs, the facelift, the lip fillers are to attract someone to provide a life they have no patience to build. The tricky thing is, it works. The ones that work hard are suffering. As a young woman, I hate how hard it is to live the right way. The more advanced your education, the worse you are treated at work. I couldn't be a BBL girly because of my faith, but sometimes I don't blame them. Oh wow. The world has changed. The world has changed, and BBLs have now really truly become a currency grasper. There's an old saying, I don't know whether some of you might know, we used to call them pretty dollars. And pretty dollars is equal to how you appeared. And it was the money that you kind of saved or was given to you in a sense because you were beautiful, or that that generation or that time considered that to be beauty. So with the fillers, with the BBLs, it would be a situation where guys would buy you drinks. It would be a situation where you could get into the clubs. It would be a situation where certain guys would go for you as opposed to the girls without the BBL, so on and so forth. I completely understand why my wonderful sister friend, Fumi Nation, is concerned, because she has daughters, 3 daughters, and she does not want them to have this ideology that you have to have a BBL to get further in life. It really depends on what these individuals, young girls, consider to be what will get them further in life. It's hard out here to be on the straight and narrow. But that's longevity, and that's where you build. You don't need a BBL. A BBL or having a boob job, is in many ways you are saying to yourself, in the event that you're doing it to get a partner, you're just selling yourself to a master, to another master, because he's going to determine when he gives you money, how much he's giving you, what you got to do to get it. It's so much easier, even though it's harder, to build and make that money yourself. Don't ever do anything if it's not for you. If you're getting a BBL because you're trying to attract a man to fund a life of which you could build for yourself, you're in trouble. I've said it so many times. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks around you. You do what's good for you. We are all born talented. We are all born gifted. Find your gift. Find your gift. It's there. Do not follow the herd. Find your gift. Find your tribe. And find a way to monetize it. Find a way to monetize it. Find a way. And that, my darling, is your ticket to freedom. It's your ticket to where you can financially take care of yourself. You can financially take care of your children in the event your husband leaves you, your husband passes away, your husband is in a car accident, and it turns out that he will need you to be a carer. Because this life is something else. So for you now to depend on the permission of another is a very dangerous game. Poor is the person whose happiness depends on the permission of another. How about that? She's absolutely right. If I had daughters, I would be concerned too. On top of which, it is extremely dangerous.
Want nyash? Go to the gym, find a glute workout, eat protein. You will get nyash. Nyash is not hard to get. You don't have to go and lie on some surgery table and then gamble with your life just because of nyash. The BBL is killing young women. We need to ban it. Like any form of cosmetic procedure to enlarge your nyash needs to be banned, because at this point people are overusing it. Why would you do BBL 1, do 2, 3 times? Why? Only you want all the nyash in the world, or what? I don't understand. A Nigerian socialite by the name of Elena Jessica just died after getting her 3rd BBL. Now, from the stories, it says the young lady underwent a revision BBL at a clinic in Lekki after another clinic rejected her due to her light skin tone. She said they've rejected her and she said no. By force, by fire, she needs to get this other BBL done. So she went to another place. Now, a severe infection followed, worsened by alleged neglect during recovery, marking the clinic's latest controversy after past deaths like influencer Christabel Gabriel, another person who lost her life due to this whole BBL thing back in 2022. Personally, I didn't even know that BBLs could even be done in Africa. I thought you have to travel like outside of the continent itself to go and get your BBL. And the way people are getting it at such a random rate, you would think that, oh, it's safe. It's one of the most dangerous surgeries out there. That's why I don't even know why it's so popular. Like, young girls don't even do their research. They just go into it blindly because they see everybody doing it. These same celebrities you are looking up to that have done BBL, you might think, oh, okay, she did BBL, she was fine, let me go and do BBL. You might not make it because you don't know the doctor she went to. These people, they lie. They might go to a different doctor and tell you, oh, this is where I went to, because they are doing promo for that clinic or that hospital. Because of what? Judgment day, they ask you, okay, what happened? Say, I want a nyash.
I just found out, that's why I said I was going to do this, very, very timely. I just found out how dangerous BBLs are. They are extremely dangerous, and nobody's talking about them. Why? Because you've got the veins in the bottom, and they are just puncturing and putting the fat from your waist into your bottom. Do you know that if they puncture one vein, and when I tell you just even so much as prick, and that fat goes in there, it goes where? It goes all the way up into your bloodstream, and you will die. It's a very dangerous and unnecessary procedure. In any country, we know of so many that have said, I want to do, the mommy makeover. And don't get me wrong, I am far from perfect. Physically, I'm far from perfect. But you know what? I'll take what I got. My boobs are not where they used to be. I'm using my bra, which is all coming out. I'm not as toned as I used to be. Absolutely not. I even have wrinkles around my eyes now. You know. But I'm going to be 57 next month. I would rather age and be old than for me to be 6 foot in the grave. I have a 7-year-old son that's going to be 8 this year. That's needs me. Why would I do that to myself? Ultimately, and I'm going to buy one because I'm just curious, I would buy BBL padding to see what it looks like so that I can, put it out in the hips. But I don't want it. I like myself like this. I like myself like this. That's it. Why? Why would you want to exaggerate your body? But I understand, because you see all the other girls, you see all the celebrities. Cardi B even said that she's going to reduce her BBL. You see all of these other girls, and you see all the attention that they're getting. Jennifer Lopez is out in Las Vegas. Kim Kardashian, her father was a lawyer. She lived in Beverly Hills. You're delusional if you think that this is your ticket to where you're going to have this soft, fabulous life. I see a lot of Nigerian actresses, and it is absolutely true. They're going there with the procedure. They're lying down. They're eating. They're all of this. That's the mentality of this generation. And we just have to guide them and let them know, baby, it is dangerous. But you see, the person that dies is not the person that suffers. It's the people that you leave behind that will cry. Your mom, your family, your loved ones. Those are the ones that cry. Your fans, unfortunately, time moves on and you forget. Time moves on, and that's the terrible thing about time. You move on. Life moves on. Life is what? For the living. Do I recommend it? Absolutely not. Don't do it. You are so beautiful as you are. And this is a fad. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. I have not seen one BBL that is nice. If you do not have a bum, I can understand. If you are completely flat and you want just a little something to fill out your trousers, your skirt, I can understand that. But not to the extreme where you can see that it is so huge, it is impossible for you to wear regular, normal, off-the-rack clothes. It's not attractive. it makes, from my observation, you look cheap. You look very cheap. Celebrities are not, Cardi B or not, it looks cheap. It looks tacky. Yes, I said it. That's what it looks like. I don't like it at all. Anything too extreme? No. If it is natural, that's different. That's completely different. Baby, you're a Coca-Cola. Natural, yes. But the ones that I'm seeing, and then 2 little stick legs underneath, is a hot smoky mess. That's all I've got to say, my darlings. That's all I got to say. You know, it is what it is. Don't go for these unnecessary procedures. Unnecessary procedures. Don't. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you what? I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking